All right, welcome everybody. Dan Hunt with the JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo, start of 2021 on January 5th. So today we're going to start with some cardio and using our Tabata timer. So when you hear the ding ding ding, that means to start, and it'll give you a whistle to finish, and then there'll be a short break in between, and then we'll move on to the next drill. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody, and let's get started. All right. So the first drill we're going to do is a jab, reverse punch, pull it back and step forward, lunge punch. Okay. So it's using two reverse punches basically right in a row. Okay. Let me pin myself here and we will get started. All right. All right, so I got it set up for 15 seconds beforehand. So from here, jab, reverse punch, pull it back, and then take a shuffle back. Jab, reverse punch, pull it back, and punch again. So end in a lunge punch position. Ready? Go. One. Really push with those legs. 5 seconds. One more. All right, next one is a shift in jab, my giddy, oitsuki. Then we're going to shuffle back, shift in jab, my giddy, oitsuki. All right, ready? Pick those knees up. So face, stomach, face. All right, next one. Shift in jab, switch up. Gedan Barai, my giddy oitsuki. So one, pull back, my giddy oitsuki. Ready? One, pull back, kick, punch. One, pull back, kick, punch. One, pull back, kick, punch. Make sure you go forward, then pull it back. Down block, kick, punch. Really working those legs. Hey. All right, next one is standing my giddy, yoku kikomi or koku kiagi, and a back kick. Starting with our left leg first. 1, 2, 3. Hands in front, side, back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze. 6, 7, 8. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, next one. Shuffle up, Kizami Mawashi Giri, and then my giri. 1 step forward, my giri. Shuffle back, shuffle up. 1 round kick, 2 my giri. Here we go. Hitch. Knee. Those hips tipped. Thumb, tip, and then bring it back. She, tip, push it back. Rook. Sit. Keep those hands up. Hunt. 2. All right, good. Next one. I want you to do the first couple moves of the Heian katas. Okay? So like back and forth, start over, back and forth. Ready? All right, next. So from here, switching your free, bring your front foot back. Then do a Maigiri, step in, Yakizuki. So 1, Yakizuki. Pull back, kick, Yakizuki. Pull back, kick, Yakizuki. All right, last one of the set. We're gonna step back with a down block, reverse punch. Then step forward, Agyuke, reverse punch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down block, reverse punch. Rising block, reverse punch. Hitch, knee, hitch, knee, hitch, knee, hitch, knee. Same hand does the reverse punch and the rising block. Switch feet. Start with your left now. Hitch. All right, good. 1 minute break. Come right back. Any questions? Mark, I think you're off mute still. So if you could go on mute, please.
Right.
All right, so first one is going to be a shift and jab, Yakizuki, and then same hand, pull it back, Yakizuki again. Okay, try to avoid bringing this way out here. Bring it right down the middle. Okay, so kind of scraping the sides. Here we go. Hitch. Hear the tempo. All right, next one. Jab, Maigiri Oitsuki. So shift in jab, Maigiri, land forward, Oitsuki, bring it back. Okay to open up the back door too if you like. Make sure you're changing your feet. Hey. All right, next one. Standing, my giddy. I'm sorry. Jab. Switch up, down block. Oitsuki. Or my giddy, oitsuki. So jab, down block, my giddy, oitsuki. Jab, pull back, down block, oitsuki. Last one. Hype. All right. Now standing. Maige, Yoko Kiagi, Ushiro Giri. Hands up, side, back. Start with the left. All right, switch legs, right leg. Right. All right, good. Shuffle up, Kizami Mawashi Giri. And step in my giri. So the idea is tip the hip, tip it back to go in again with a front snap kick. Keep those hands up. All right, next one. Beginning of the kata for the Heian katas. Okay, so the back and forth. And Yonan, maybe take it all the way to here. Okay. All right. Switch feet, pulling your front leg back. My giri, Yakizuki. So switching up, kick, Yakizuki. Okay, start with the left. Keep yourself low, centered. Bend knees. Araha, you gonna do something or what?
Somehow it pinned my screen, so I'm trying to pin it back to yours.
Hey. Okay.
We're good.
This time, step back, down block Gyaku. Step forward, Agyuki Gyaku. So from the Gyaku, it comes up again to do the Agyuki. All right, here we go. It's down block reverse punch, rising block reverse punch, down, rising block, down block, rising block, down block, rising block. Switch feet. Right. All right, very good. That is it. Hopefully you're breathing hard. I know I am, as I'm sure you can all hear. All right, get a quick drink. All right, Araha, did you get it fixed up?
Yeah, I fixed
Okay.
it.
Okay, good. All right, so the next section we're going to do is kind of our 4-step pattern that we've done over the years. So from a standing position, the first one is step out with the left. Then the next one is step out with the right. Then it's step back with the left. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Then it's step back with the left. Right. Then step back with the left. Okay, so it's step forward left. Everybody, let's do it with me. Step forward left, come back. Step forward right, come back. Step back right, come back. Step back left, come back. Okay, so that's one set. I'll take a couple times and I'll give you the leg to step out with or step back with for a couple, and then we'll just start doing one count for all 4. Okay, one of the things you want to be careful of is try not to cheat your stance. Okay, today's a good opportunity to work your legs. Legs are the biggest muscles in the body, and you know, when it's leg day, they take a lot of oxygen. So really work those legs, get them out long and low, best you can. Okay. All right. So about os and yo. Okay. So let's start with Gaidan Barai. Left leg, itch. Right leg, neat. Right leg back, some. Sheet. Again, itch. Neat. Some. Sheet. Notice my elbows coming across, pushing down, using my lat, using my tricep to bring this down, not just my arm this way. Okay. Again, itch, knee, some, sheet. All right, now agyuke. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Last one, itch, knee, some, sheet. All right, sotuki. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Hips. Last one, itch, knee, some, sheet. All right, now uchuki. Make sure you open those hips. You get your belt going. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Itch, knee, some, sheet. Itch, knee, some, sheet. All right, now shuto block. Itch, knee, elbow cross. Some, sheet. Itch, knee. Notice you can see my whole lat. Some, she, ich, ni, some, she. Last one. Ich, backstand. Ni, some, and she. Good. All right. Now back to the beginning. Oh, did we do rising block? Yeah, we did. Okay. All right. So back to the beginning. I'm going to put you into gallery view. All right. So now I want block reverse punch. Okay. So that means you got to keep a very stable base. Open the hips and then close the hips on the reverse punch. And don't be in a big rush to pull that reverse punch back. Make sure you deliver your whole body and then pull it back. So the pullback happens when you're standing back up again, but drop all your weight into that reverse punch, okay? All right, I'm going to do it with you so I can keep up my heart rate here. Okay, so start with your left leg. I'm going to count once. I want you to do all four. Don't rush it. I'll wait till you're done. If I can't see your video, then I can't tell if you're done or not. So it would be nice if I could see your videos. All right, here we go. Itch. Knee. Some. She. All right. Agyuki Gyakuki. Itch. Nip. Some. She. All right. Sotuke. Itch. Keep going. Okay, Marty, you got a little cant going on every one of those blocks. That's better. Knee. Joe, start with the front hand. There you go. No, front hand. You blocked with your left and you had your right leg forward. All right. Some. There you go. Yeah. Nope. Now right hand. There you go. Good. Yeah. No. There you go. Good. All right. Good. She. All right, Mark, I'm looking straight down your center. Get a little squeeze of your thighs as you start to move, squeezing your legs together. Looks like they're just kind of going straight like this. Should have a little bit of an in, out movement, okay? All right. Now I want uchuke. Itch. A little bit more lock on your reverse or underarm block, Elaine, okay? Nip. All right, Mary, you're getting a little narrow stepping backwards. Some. And Higashis, all of you, hold just or drop just a little bit more weight into that reverse punch, okay? Pretend like you're putting it through whoever it is in front of you. She. That's better, Mima. I like that, Masa. Good. All right, good job. Good job. Okay, Shuto block and add Nukite. Itch. Knee. Thump. All right, so Mary, you're opening your hip way too much on the block. You're almost turned this way into the block instead of having it more forward. So 40, keep your hips at a 45 instead of letting that front hip roll in. Okay, thump. Okay, and Gary, I want you to be a little bit more compact. So from here, you're doing this. Okay, I want you to just go boom, boom. Yeah, that. Think of it as if somebody were to just all of a sudden punch you in the face from here. You wouldn't go like this, right? You go, ah. So think of this as your covering your face, okay? So immediately pull it up, okay? Some. That's better. And last one, she. All right, very good, very good. All right, take a little short break. Come right back and we will get into some kata. Any questions on what we worked on here so far?
Sensei.
Yes.
So let's say down bottom. When you go back, is there a special thing to keep you going forward when you step back, or is it just the force pushing you back and you have to like?
Well, you want to when you move your new back leg back, you want to make sure you bend into your front knee. Okay. don't just lean backwards when you go backwards. Push into your front leg like you're gonna hit somebody in the groin. Okay. Otherwise, if you just kind of lean back, then everything they've got can come at you, and you can end up falling over backwards. Okay. So you want to have pressure forward even though you're stepping backwards. Okay.
Yes, Sensei.
Okay, good. And Marty, did you understand what I was talking about on the cant?
Yeah, Sensei, I felt myself doing it right after you said it. So
okay, all right. Yeah, and it's just one of those self correction type things. You gotta be conscious of the feel. What does it feel like? Okay.
I could tell that my stomach wasn't taut enough to keep.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I was hip bumping it, I think, back. So
I think it was going forward too, though. I think whatever your arm was doing was sending you forward, and then you'd stand back up again.
Was I leading with my hips before I was moving?
It looked like you were leading with your shoulders. So it was like that. So see how I'm turned? Yeah, versus keeping this up. So this doesn't drop to deliver this. Okay.
Right.
So keep this always up, because anytime you go this way, in order to actually deliver the next technique, you got to end up straight. So it's a delay in getting the next technique out.
Plus, thank you.
Okay. Yep. All right. Okay. So we're going to go through all the hands, Tekki, and Basai Dai. We're going to do each one 3 times. We'll do the first 2 by the count, and then the last one I'm going to turn you loose and let you go ahead and do it your full speed. But what I want you to make sure you think about when you're doing it full speed is try and think of how you would actually use those techniques, how hard you feel like you would need to hit somebody or throw somebody in order to make it work. Okay, so like in Heian Shodan, that's probably not it, is it? Okay, so something a lot more dynamic. Okay, so really drive with the legs, really push and get the body dynamics going so that you can really make it work. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's start with some Heian Shodan. Ich, ni, sam, shigo, ruk, ich, hachiku, ich, ni, sam, shi, ruk, ruk, ich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, yame, and bow. So if you recall from last session, some of the things we were working on was sending the draw hand down the direction of your next move. Okay. The other thing we were working on is when you make these big turns, squeezing your thighs together and then stepping out. Watch. Okay. So squeezing the thighs together and stepping out. Okay. So using that thighs and using the hip to rotate and get yourself around will help you get around quicker. So 2 things that help you with that. So if I'm here in this last lunge punch, I'm going to send this hand that way, okay? And I'm going to squeeze my thighs together and turn my hip. So you move very fast when all that center mass gets moving in a very quick manner, okay? So let's try and add that to your kata. Here we go. Heian Shodan. Ich, ni, sam, shigo, ruk, ich, hachiku, ich, ni, sam, shi, gup, ruk, ich, hach, ich, ni, sam, shi, yame, and bow. Okay, now we get to see what you got. So when you go and review this video another day, if you were smart to turn on your video screen, you would be able to see yourself doing technique. Mark, did you have a question? No? Okay, so Heian Shodan on your own. And if you like to pin yourself, you could do that. That'd be another way to get yourself big focus. And then make sure you bring me back when you're done. All right, here we go. Heian Shodan. Begin. All right, very good. All right, pin me back if you haven't done so. All right. Hey, I need that. What's it's neat. Thumb sheet. It's neat. Thumb sheet. Go. Hitch. Hatch. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. Sheet. Go. Rook hitch. Hitch. Knee thump. Sheet. Hitch. Knee. Thump. Sheet. Yeah. Okay, one thing on this one here, one of my pet peeves from the shuto, this 45-degree shuto. Don't bring this arm way out here to do an uchi block. From here, this goes right under your armpit here without sending it out here. So don't let it go out to come back in again and then back out again. Okay, so from here, just check it right underneath. Okay, all right, hand, knee down. It's neat. Thumb sheet. It's neat. Thumb sheet. Up. Up. Hitch. Hatch. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. Sheet. Go. Rook hitch. Hitch. Knee thump. Sheet. Up. Rook. Hitch. Hatch. Right. Amen. Emma. All right, let's see you guys. All right, hand knee on. Hajime. All right, if you made a mistake during the kata, your penance is 5 more at the end of class. Okay. If you figured out that you were one of them. Okay, here we go. Hand sandan. What's itch? Knee thump. Big hand turn. Itch. Knee thump. Sheet. Go. Rook hitch. Right. Itch. Knee. Thump. Sheet. Go. Rook. Sitch. Hip. Yummy. Okay, so one thing on these too is when you step forward, pivot on the balls of the feet. Pivot on the balls of the feet as you do your kibarachi. Okay, otherwise you start adding a foot, whatever size foot you are. Okay, once again, hands on. Itch. Now squeeze these in. Itch, push out, push out. Itch, squeeze it in, push out, push out. Itch, knee, thumb, she, hip, itch, knee, thumb, she, go, hip, itch, hey, yummy. Whoops. All right, good. All right, let's get a gallery view. All right, hand sandan. Hajime. All right, so just a couple of, we're going to do that one again. I want to give you a couple of things that I saw here. Okay, number one is not fingers toward the ear, should be flat this way. That disengages your bicep and allows you to go a little bit deeper. The other part of it too is if I'm doing a neck restraint, I want this part of my arm against their neck, not this part, not this part. So I want this edge part right here. Okay, this edge part against their neck. Okay, so think of this as a carotid choke neck restraint. Okay, I know Marty, you can't do that if you were a police officer, but we as lay people don't know any difference, and don't tell them you were choking anybody. It's always a neck restraint. Okay, and then the second thing is on all. It look like most of you were still struggling with this. For this here, see how my elbows aren't turned? I got to turn this elbow past. Think of it as I've got the guy's arm here, and with my left hand, and I need to knock that elbow this way. Okay, so I got to knock this elbow and break that off this way. Okay, so that means my upper body's got to be turned slightly. So this is square, a little bit of turn, and then I save that for the next turn. So if I'm here, I'm going to lift straight, and then I'm going to step out, twist at the very end. Okay, so think of this as a full sudden twist and turn. Okay, so I've got his arm, I'm grabbing it here, boom. Or maybe think of it as I've got his head here, and I'm going to take his arm and twist him that way. So either way, I still got to do this twist action that goes slightly past center. Now watch, as I'm here, I don't want to go so far that my legs start turning in. Okay, so just here, keeping nice and firm. Okay, so let's see that again. Does anybody have any questions on that?
Sensei, that stays across,
Yeah,
and then it comes back as
the
you're
center.
moving.
Yep.
Go back, come back to the neutral position before movement, does it?
Nope, nope, nope. You leave it crossed until you're ready to start moving again.
Hi.
Yeah. So the back fist comes from the turn position. Okay. Think of it as I've got his arm, I've twisted him back this way, boom, and then this back fist comes in over the top of his arm that is knocked right here. I knock his elbow, and then I come over the top of it and bonk him in the back of the head or the side of the head. Okay. All right, let's try it. Hands on now. Let's see if we can make those two corrections. And Masa, one more thing for you. Your hands are way too out this way. Bring this one down, this one here. Okay, so I like this here. You're doing a nice job here, but you're sending it way too far here. More down block position. If you were to step this out, this would be in the down block position, okay? So not so high. All right, here we go. Hands on done. Hajime. Joe, did you lock up and couldn't see what we were doing?
I thought everybody froze. Oh, are we
Every-
we're starting?
Everybody
Oh,
did their hands on them. They already did it. So hold on. We're going to move on to the Heian Yondan. So, all right. Joe wants to do it one more time. So everybody one more time. Hands on down. Hajime. All right. Here we go. Heian Yondan. Oi. Ich. Knee. Now squeeze in, keep this hip back, and then drive it in. Thump. Now open the hip, step forward, chi. Squeeze it in, expand, bring it back, elbow. Ich, out and back, elbow. Ich knee, thump. Right? Chi. Go. Hook. Hitch. Hitch. Make sure you bring this arm all the way across. Knee. Thumb. She. Right? Go. Yummy. And bow. So one of the things we talked about when we were working on Heian Yondan is the stack of the hands sinking. Then as I extend leg and hand, tip the hip, then bring it back, load this leg up here, drive it in. Then do it again. Out and back, really sink into this back knee. Notice it's loaded up, boom. Okay, and really drive that elbow. Okay. Heian Yondan, yo. Ich. Knee. Thump. She. Go. Rook. Hitch. Hatch. Hip. Hitch. Knee. Hitch. Knee. Thump. She. Go. Rook. Hey. Rook. Gimme. And horse. Okay. One time for you guys. Heian Yondan. Hajime. All right, Mary, if you could, when you look at yourself in the video, you got to clean up those stances and the pressure forward and sideways and everything. Looks like you got a lot of feet kind of off angle, over rotating. A lot of things going on with your stances, so you got to clean those stances up quite a bit. Okay. All right, Heian Godan. Elaine, you all right?
No, I had a little surgery today, and I
Okay.
think it's time for me to go take my pain pill. So
Okay.
I'll see
All right.
you Thursday.
All right. Take care.
Thanks.
Sensei,
Yes,
could I ask a quick question, please?
absolutely.
Yodan, I still find myself with this elbow drifting. How far back do we go before we feel like we're almost hyperextending it? Because when I'm coming up, I still feel like this is kind of dangling almost in an Agiuke position in front of me.
Well, it kind of should be an Agiuke. I have mine about like this.
Hey, so this
Okay.
back arm, how far are you canting this back? That far.
Not back
Okay.
here. Not back here. Wrist, center, forehead.
Right. The elbow, how far back towards your back end are you? Okay.
Still in, just slightly in front of the chest. It has to be. Otherwise, if you go back this way, it'll just collapse on you because you've overextended your pectorals and your deltoids. Okay, so it wants to stay in that really firm Agiuke position. You might say the hand might be just a little bit more toward your face than Agiuke because you're going off to the side. But you know, Agiuke tends to be more out here. This one is a little bit more here. Okay, because my personal feeling on this one is I'm taking this hand here and I'm pulling whatever he's got coming at me and I'm hitting him with this. Okay, that's kind of the feeling that I'm thinking of.
The bridge of the nose side or
Neck. I could take the whole nose this way. You know, I'm maybe blocking that first big haymaker over here and I'm striking off to the side. And then I change hands with the other way.
Right, let's thank
pull
you.
everything down. Boom. Okay.
Let's thank
All
you.
right. Yep. Anybody else? All right, hand Godan. Yo. It's knee. Some keep that elbow tight and then let it come out. It's knee. Some elbow tight. She. Now really wind up this hip. Go. Rook. Hitch. Now as you're moving forward, fire off that left hand hammer fist. Go. Hip. It's cover and down block. Kibadachi. It's knee Mikazuki Gary. Thumb turn, hips forward, then tips open. Go, not a big turn, big step. Hitch, knee. Make sure that hip gets all the way close. Hitch, close, open. Yummy. Okay, so a couple things we've been working on this kata is on this here. I'm not going a long ways that way. I'm more or less landing about one step away from where I started with my left foot. So my right foot ends up about a step in front of my left foot. The other part is this right leg has to get up very high. So from here, that is the key to all jumps in Shotokan, is this right leg goes way up high. Okay, right leg goes way up high, other leg comes up and tucks up underneath it. Okay. All right. Once again, hand Godan. It's knee. Thumb. Shigo. Rook. Hitch. Hutch. Kuju. Hip. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. Shi. Go. Rook. Hip. Hitch knee. Close, open. Thumb. Shigo. Close, open. Yummy. And bow. Close. All right. Gallery view for you. Any questions on hand Godan? Good? All right, here we go. Hand going on. Hajime. All right, very good, very good. All right, Tekki Shodan. I'll be in your mirror. Let's turn this down a little bit. Let's Tekki Shodan. It's Nisam. Shigo. It's Nisam. Now lift that foot in the center here by dropping this hip a little bit and lift it up toward your belt knot. Ich, knee, some, she, ich, knee, some, she go. Make sure you finish that down block. Ich, knee, some, ich, knee, some, hey, yummy. All right, good. So finishing this down block is important. Reason why is, if you think about this first move, I pushed their head down, stepped across, hitting their leg out. Then I'm dropping this hand on the back of their head, cup their head, smash, pull it in. Then I'm going to take their head all the way over here so I can yang them with this hand. Okay, so that's kind of the thought of that combination for me anyway. And what I see happening, a lot of folks will end here, which means they're not fully engaging this back muscle here. They're kind of here, still having their shoulders and back muscles kind of concave instead of pulling it in this way. Okay, so tuck your back muscles tight when delivering this down block, and then the hook punch. So the hook punch is chest, down block is back. Okay, and then these lifts. Let's do those together. Everybody in Kibarach, put your hands in front here. What I want you to do is I want you to lift your knees. I'm going to drop this hip a little bit backwards, and down so that my knee can lift and my foot can come up with it. So drop it, lift, drop it, lift, drop it, lift, drop it, lift. Now do it all together, starting with the left. Ich, knee, some, she, go, roko. All right, get the hang of that one? So drop that hip back a little bit. It allows you to have a little bit more of a pull in from this side by letting this come back a little bit, and allows you to lift it a little bit easier, okay? Also, if you think about it, if I want to use this as like a Fumakomi style inside leg like that, I would do that anyway with that kind of a kick this way to kick. Okay, so that hip, I wouldn't come out this way and go. I would tuck it back and scissor that leg. Okay, all right, Tekki Shodan again. It's knee hump. See, you go. Finish that down block. It's knee hump. See, it's knee thumb. It's knee hump. She finish that down block. Go. Hook. Hit. 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 Ni. Some. Hey. Yame. And bow. Okay, last kata for the day. Didn't quite get to Basai today, but we will work on that on Thursday, Saturday. Okay, Tekki Shodan. Yoi. Hajime. All right, not too bad. Let me give you one piece of advice before I let you go today. Is on the last move and the other one on the other side, where you're doing the double punch from the stacked hands. Okay, this is not two punches going that way, not like this. Okay, full Gyaku, full Oitsuki. Okay, this left hand or your right hand should be like a forearm shiver this way. And this one goes out as a full punch. Okay, see how this is still downward action? Notice this side of my fist is about even with the side of my body. This side of my elbow is about even too. So don't let this kind of slide out here this way to make it a full punch. This is here and it comes out this way. This way, watch. See how it goes this way? This one goes out this way, almost like a hammer fist, okay? But this one here sends it out this way, almost creating some space for you to send this one in, okay? So try not to send this one too far this way when you're making that double punch, okay? All right, great class tonight. Great start to the 1st of January, 2021. Hoping this year becomes a very good year. We're working on it already. Nice. Thank you.